First of all, happy 31st, New Year's Eve, to all the Flow Jedis that have been watching me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I welcome you. As you can know, this is definitely India, with all that music coming from the background to add a little bit of amplitude, some flavor to this video. So, what made me drawn to the occult? Man, oh man. I've always been a very shy, introverted type of child, okay? I've been fascinated by the mysteries of the universe for the longest time ever. And next year I'll become 30, so you gotta understand this is a very long time, okay? I've been fascinated by the mysteries of the world, by the question marks that I just couldn't find the answer to, okay? Spirituality is where science ends, and I'm a scientist, but I love spirituality so much. And sometimes it had to come at the expense of all the logic and, scientific studies and, hours of number crunching and research and statistics. I couldn't stand it, okay? Couldn't stand it, but I did it. I graduated with a master's in applied positive psychology and coaching psychology, and I still continue to train and evolve and, still gain mastery over my craft. And my craft is flow state. My craft is an altered state of consciousness, okay? Now, what connects all religions, all schools of thought, is an altered state of consciousness, is trance. The shamans, the mystics, the sages, all around the world, they all experience this one state. So that's what fascinated me originally, is that there's this connecting bridge that connects all of this planet. And it's unseen. It's invisible, right? Magic or the occult or all this stuff, it's making the invisible visible, right? The unmanifest form into manifest form. If we continue as a culture wanting things, desiring things, like this demiurgic, understanding of this unfulfillment, we won't be able to manifest our realities. Because when we want something, when we desire something, what are we saying? We don't have it already. No, we don't have it. We're actually lacking it in the first place, okay? So the reason you want a car so bad, I want it so bad, man. Oh yeah, that exact brand of car, I want it so bad. That's because you don't have it. But how would you feel is the good question to ask yourself this New Year's. How do you need to feel? Okay? How do you need to feel? So instead of saying, I want money, you say, I feel abundant. Okay? Or I feel freedom, or I feel access to different things. Or what does money represent to you, right? What is the feeling associated with money? Maybe it's an ease. I feel easy. I feel grateful, okay? The feelings are going to determine the actions that you take. Therefore, manifesting, putting into reality the thing that you want. So instead of saying, I want a new relationship, tell yourself, I feel love. I feel love, okay? This is a game changer already. Back to the topic at hand, the occult. America started on occult principles, okay? Even the Bavarian, all Illuminati aside, okay? All the Freemasonry aside. Let's even look at mesmerism, right? And the positive thought movement and these different healing, therapeutic, spiritual modalities that are being introduced in the world. There's so many of them at this point. And we've got to start to understand that the world is moving slowly to a more conscious place, a more expanded place. But think about this too. A lot of the world is not awakened yet to the truth. Okay? Everyone else is kind of in this the hamster wheel, right? Rabbit wheel, like what? rabbit hole, right? Hamster wheel, right? So, why was I thinking of rabbit? Man, this is what the Matrix does to you. It makes you think of white rabbits, right? So anyway, I find it wild that Andrew Tate said, the Matrix is watching, or whatever he said, right? As they're arresting him, he's saying, the Matrix has caught me, or something like that. What did he say? I don't remember. That's hilarious, bro. He's really playing his character to the fullest, huh? He's never gonna quit. Amazing. Anyway, let's discuss why I got into this. Well, I was fascinated with being able to be, and again, it started off being very, very egotistical and for my own reasons, okay? I wanted to be one of the greatest mages, one of the greatest flow state masters this world has ever known. And so I knew I had to work with the greatest flow state deities that this planet ever knows, okay? You know, Janus, who's connected to Dvimukhi, or two-sided, two-faced Ganesha. Ganesha is also the obstacle remover. So is Janus. He opens doors, okay? He gives people opportunity. So there's him. Then, of course, there's Big Brother. I'm sure you guys know who I'm referring to there. Then we have, well, the people in my path working. Some of you don't. You're like, who's Big Bro? You know? But I'm not going to mention his name here, just because I'll probably have a lot of people coming after me. Then we have, of course, Chief Deno, who is a Native American spirit that I worked with. I actually met or felt Chief Deno's energy when I was like 17 years old, which is one of the first beings that I ever knew. I had to confirm it with an actual shaman, though, to make sure that this was a legit thing. And they were like, yep, no, this is, and it's a tiger too. Like, it's an anamorph tiger frequency associated with your heritage. That's why, you know, I'm so connected to the Indian Royal Bengal tiger, and I always have been, you know. I even have a tattoo of the tiger with the third eye on my back. I mean, what more can I say in terms of that? That is such a powerful frequency of ferocity, but also of grace at the same time, I think, you know. So working with animal totems, Chief Deno is incredible at helping with that. And then we have, of course, we have Shivaji, and I work particularly with the fiercest form of Shiva, okay? Kalabhairava. And also Hermes, okay? Hermes, as well as Heru or Horus, the god of the sky, as well as Osmosis, who is a prince from Alpha Lyrae, from Vega, the star system. So these are the main 7 deities. And of course, there's others that kind of are also associated with this. We understand our path working not so much as the 7 chakras, but there's 21, okay? And we've come to understand this very interestingly enough, because below the root chakra, there's actually something called the Earth Star chakra, our own connection to Mother Gaia, right? And then there's also the specific chakra of the soul star, okay, which is like above our crown. And that's kind of like our North Star in a sense, okay? So the crown's feminine energy is like the feminine of the root, and the root's masculine energy is like the crown. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's kind of like a cycle. So hold on. So the positive thought movement, you know, this is what life coaches depend on, okay? And it comes from occult wisdom, occult teachings, that the mind is causative, that the mind can create possibilities. The mind can make you positive. That's why attitude, okay, all these guys, right? Earl Nightingale, all these people, right, in the Western occult movements, We talk about attitude, 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 attitude. It's all a cult, man. Okay? That's what you got to understand. And Vajrayana, the tradition that we follow in Primal Sutra, our path working, right? Go to primalsutra.com, by the way. Shameless plug. Let's get it. Go on a 15-minute free call, and then after that 15-minute free call, we can get you on an actual I'm saying. We can get on the wait list, and then after that, you know, we'll get you onto our program, which is called the Primal Sutra Protocol, which will actually teach you how to be more psychically attuned, how to live your best life, and how to be in the archetype of the priest beast, or the savage shaman, the character, or the priestess beast, in this case too. Okay? So, what drew me to the hidden is people telling me all my life that you can't do that, or you can't look at this, or you can't, you know. I've heard it from parents, I've heard it from teachers, I've heard it from everybody, man. You can't do that, you'll never amount to that. Why even bother? Why would you try to do that? Oh, that's unprofessional. I've heard so much of that I just went, nah, I'm doing what I want. I'm doing what I finally want, which is this. This is what I love to do. To peer through the edges of the universe and see what is truly possible for all of us. I'm trying to be a change maker, a thought leader out here. Okay? And to be able to do that, I need to be solid internally. You get that, right? As a healer, I've got to be solid. I can't let someone else's storyline suddenly shift me out because I'm an empath and be like, oh, I feel so much for that person. And then like my entire week is ruined. Bro, no, absolutely not. I have to be strong and sharp and quick-witted. And I am. I just need to find ways to access it. And I think I'm gonna start the SR journey again. From January 1st. Oh, he had to do it just like that. Just like that. He had to put on his sunglasses even when the sun is just barely flickering, going down. He had to do it to him like that. You know it gets serious when he puts on his sunglasses, bro. When he does that, you know he's serious, okay? What was I talking about, man? Oh, yeah, the occult. So, basically, all this hidden wisdom that you're hiding from, or you think it's demon worship or whatever your, you know, justification is, you're scared. I get it. You're scared to practice these things. Okay, witchcraft and all this. It's just kind of eerie, right? Like a lot of, this is weird to say, but a lot of people that I know think they know witchcraft, but they don't really know witchcraft. Okay, they're kind of dabbling. And a lot of people are dabbling, right? A lot of people are just dabbling in spirituality here and there. Okay? But they're not fully committing themselves into a path working, and they're not working with a group of absolute legends. Okay? And I could say that these deities that I've been working with are absolute like they're like, I've known them for the longest time, even when I didn't know them. That's what it feels like. And if only I had access to this earlier, my life would have been so different. But now that I'm coming into terms with this and this understanding, it's huge, it's monumental, okay? This power can shift the planet, truly, because it's greater than me. Now the mission becomes greater than me, okay? It becomes about helping others to find their flow state code, to activate it, and go out into the world and do something similar to what I'm doing. Not exactly similar, obviously finding their own, you know, pizzazz, their own sauce to it, their own way that they're doing it. And once you realize for yourself that I'm okay delving into the unknown, I'm okay looking into certain things that I might not agree with. This is important, okay, ethically. There's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. There's some of the stuff by Crowley I don't agree with. There's some of the stuff based on different mystics that I still don't agree with, but that's okay. You still have to be willing to explore this realm. The indomitable will, okay? The indomitable will that a cult has makes someone unstoppable. So it can be a danger, or it can be our saving grace, okay? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are influencing using these hidden energies, okay? A lot of the greatest people on the front stage that you aren't even seeing, I can 100% guarantee, okay? Like that picture of Pete Davidson with Pazuzu, like that doesn't make any sense, bro. Why are you holding hands with a demon, okay? Like, what are you talking about, okay? But at the same time, you know, these celebrities, they are all in it for the demiurgic, you know, archon mission. They're in it for that. They're not there for the gnosis and the elevation and, you know, the survival of the planet and moving the greatest, you know, energy forward, like the snake shedding its own skin, preserving the highest form of life that is good. They're not there for that. And also, in our path working, we've made it fundamental that we're not going to work with any beings that don't have our best interest in mind. And they're trying to harm us in some way, okay? They're actually doing harm to the planet, harm to others. And we just won't have that, okay? So it's got to be properly vetted. Any entities that I come across, or any energies that I come across, or any energy clearing work that I do, where I sense that someone's energy is just like, you know, completely wonky or messed up, you need to find the congruence again. Remember, this is a fractal universe first, okay? It's a fractal universe first, and then it splits into these different versions, okay? So it's not the one way that you see reality, okay? A lot of people will try to take you over using brute force and power, okay? This is why you need to become strong. Okay, this is why you need to become strong, because no one will mess with a strong shaman. But if you're a weakling shaman, like, you know, like nerdy in the lab with your concoctions and your mystical potions, bro, I'm gonna swat you and you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be like a fly. You can't be like that. You can't be weak as a wizard, because the whole avenue of the occult is strength, is permission, is being unapologetically you. Okay? So no more shame. Let's evolve this new year. Let's become the true manifestation of our greatest gifts, which we've been hiding. Okay? I said it. After all these videos, I'm still holding back. I'm still hiding. There's so much in me that needs to be released and shared with all of you. So let the next year commence as we start this journey to be the greatest rendition of ourselves and truly be unrecognizable to the people that knew us. Let's go. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Hit that subscribe button if you want to support this channel. I'm here, baby. We're all gonna win. Let's go.